everyone and welcome to Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. It is Easter Sunday, so happy Easter everyone. I hope you like the change of hair. I bought a clip in Sheffield, so I've just been obsessively wearing it since I bought it. I think it looks quite good, quite fashionable. I am wearing my egg-sighted t-shirt because it's Easter Sunday. Now this will go up after Easter, but this is essentially my Easter floss tube. So just allow me that, would you? It's floss tube number 36. Wow, I've nearly done as many floss tubes as Graham is old. Wow. And it is magazine flip through time. I'm just gonna start my timer, that would help, and turn the TV off just to stop any glare. I'm a bit deaf in one ear today actually. I think it's because I've had a shower before I've decided to start filming. The chaos of life. I'm just going to make sure them lights are up as far as they should go as well. No, they're not. I think that one is though. Happy Sunday, happy Easter Sunday. This will obviously go up on Wednesday, so I'll be talking like in the past, I guess, because I'm balmy like that. We have been having a long weekend. 2 long weekends. 3 for me, in fact. So we were off last week because we went to Sheffield to see the Gaslight Anthem. I'll talk about more of that in a minute. Excuse me. And then this week is Easter, so we've had another long weekend. And then next Friday I've got to go and have my implant replaced. Maybe TMI. It's only in my arm. Nothing too bad. So I've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday off next week as well. Happy days, happy days. I mean, I'd rather not. I'm a little bit dreading going and getting this took out. I've never had it's not an operation and I'm being way too dramatic, but I've never had anybody slice me arm. Okay? So I'm a little bit nervous about it. But it needs to be done. So there we go. TMI, but never mind. So, how are you all? Are you all okay? I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who watches my videos. I've just gone over 600 subscribers, quite well over actually, like the early tens of 600. I flew from 500 up to 600 and then further. I know some people come from Catkin and Lily's video. I don't know if she mentioned me. I still haven't caught up on my floss tubes. It's terrible. But thank you to everyone who watches the videos, likes, subscribes, leaves a comment. I really, really like it. I've gone past the 3,000 watch hours, so if I wanted to, I could do live streams and people could pay to give me chats and stuff if they wanted to. And I would receive a little bit of that money from YouTube. I assume YouTube would take the vast majority of it because that's how business is. But I could actually start earning some money. I'm probably not going to do that. I did say on my last one, if anybody wants that, for me to just sit and stitch and chat and we'll just, talk, let me know. But nobody actually kind of responded to that part of the floss tube, so I was like, okay, that's fine, you don't have to. So the next objective is 1,000 subscribers, which is just a huge amount, and 4,000 watch hours. I'm actually closer with the watch hours than I am with the subscribers, which is usually, I think, the other way around. But apparently people like to watch my video, but I don't get that many, I don't get the subscribers to, cover it. But I think it's because I do long-form content, We're all cross-stitchers, so we settle down to watch an hour and a half floss tube, and it's absolutely fine. That's what I love to do, so, yeah. So, thank you. Thank you, thank you. My huge appreciation for that. I have been in touch with the giveaway winners. Helen's is going out on Tuesday. I've wrapped it all up and got it ready to go on Tuesday, and I am going to send Valerie the money to purchase the pattern at some point this weekend. So by the time this goes up, they'll hopefully have them. I'll be close to having them anyway, which is amazing. Thank you for getting in touch with me about that. Like I say, the next one will be when I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'm going to put together another nice little bundle. Happy days. What have you all gotten for Easter, by the way? We exchanged gifts on Friday. No, we didn't. It was Thursday night. Graham finished at 8 o'clock on Thursday, and he's been feeling poor because he's caught a bug from Sheffield. I'll get to that. And so I was like, we've had a long week. Let's just exchange our presents tonight, and then we can just, appreciate them over the weekend. I don't know what day you're meant to give the gifts on. My ears do me head in. Sorry. It's bugging the life out of me. I think I've got some water in it. So I was like, we can just enjoy it. I don't know what day you give gifts over Easter. I assume it's Easter Sunday traditionally, but we book the trends. It's very rare that we exchange gifts on the day that we're meant to. Both of us are so impatient, honestly. So we exchanged gifts on Thursday night. And we both got each other this coaster. Oh, he gave me a line to say and I can't remember it. I should have written it down. Ah, God. I've forgotten it. He's going to kill me. He literally said, before you show the coaster off, make sure you say this line. But I can't remember the first part of the line. The second part of the line was something to do with Gouda. But here it is. You couldn't find a greater fiancé. How Gouda is that? I know, that was terrible. I got him the matching mug. But we both got each other this coaster. The thing is, right, when he purchases something, you can guarantee he's not on Facebook or any social media at all. He doesn't do any of it. It's not for him. It's no. So, oh God. As soon as I saw filming, I'm like exhausted. And I had a really good sleep last night, actually. We have a new mattress. As soon as he purchases anything, it comes up on Facebook for me as like a recommended company or a recommended gift. And it doesn't mean I always know. It doesn't usually show me specifically the one thing that he's bought. But it does show me the company. And that usually leads me to like, ooh, they're really nice. So we both buy from this company. I believe they're called Arrow Limited, something like that. And they're the ones who make, I think, my guinea pig one that I showed you last time. We have loads of coasters from these. They're really, really good. We have another one that's the same. And it says... I think me being your boyfriend is enough of a Christmas gift. And his says, I think me being your girlfriend is enough of a Christmas gift. And I got one for my sister as well, and one for my mum as well. And it was just a whole thing. But yeah, that happens because we share the internet, you know, so obviously, you know, the phones listen to each other or whatever they do. Madness. Absolute madness. So it was inevitably going to happen. It has already happened before. But we both opened the same coaster and it was just ridiculous. We each got each other a candle to do with farting, which sums up our relationship 100%. Even got one for summer. So mine says, light this candle, the one that he got me, light this candle when Leah farts. Ridiculous. I don't. I'm a lady. And he got one for Jackie, but it was for Summer, that says, light this when Summer farts. Now Summer, she's nearly 10. She doesn't fart that often. And I think because she doesn't fart that often, she doesn't know what it is. So when she farts, you'll hear a little noise come out of her back end. And she'll panic. She'll sniff her bum. She'll look around at who is to actually blame because she doesn't think it's come out of her. And she'll get like really, she'll like, and do her grinny act. She cannot get on board with the fact that she farts. She just cannot. I can't believe I'm talking about this on a FlossTube. She cannot get over the fact that she farts. And it's the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. Because it happens so rarely. She was ill a little while ago. And she kept farting. Or was she... when she was in heat, she just kept farting and she just couldn't get away with it. She doesn't like when we fart. She kind of looks around like, what was that? And she's just like, what is that that's come out of my bum? What is that? And she just denies all knowledge of it. It's so funny. We each got an Easter egg. I got Graham a dark chocolate one because he loves dark chocolate. And I got, you know the Cadbury ones? I love mini eggs. I don't know why mini eggs aren't available year round. It drives me nuts. I got a mini egg inclusions one, so like it's Cadbury chocolate with mini eggs in it, and you got a bag of mini eggs as well, and he got me a sack of mini eggs as well. I did want the 1.5 or the 1 kilo bag, but Graham was a good boy and got me just the small treat size ones. But next year, when I'm slimmer, I'll be getting myself that 1 kilo bag. You best believe, because I love mini eggs. And he got me some, I can't really, what else? He got me some leggings, so I'm loving Llama Leisure leggings at the moment. Again, these aren't plugs, by the way, I just buy from them. I have 2 pairs, a hedgehog pair and a space pair. He got me an Easter egg pair with Easter eggs on, they look amazing. Because normally gets me PJs for like Christmases, birthdays and the like. But we usually get next PJs and I find they're a bit too judgy, like they bite in a bit on the waist. I've got a really nice pair that I'm wearing here, I wear them all the time, which just rest gently. But Next seem to have changed the material they use for the ladies' PJs anyway, and I don't like the material. They're bitey and judgy and they're uncomfortable. So I was like, just get me some of them more Llama Leisure pants and then just get some t-shirts. Works better for me. I did him a cross stitch. I got it finished. You'll see it in the next FlossTube in 2 weeks. And what else? I'm never good at remembering these things. I don't know. I've forgotten. I got distracted and forgotten. Ah! This! It's staring me. It's so right in front of me. This is a pin cushion and it's a llama. And it's my new little mascot. I did try using pins, by the way. I'll just let it focus it better. I tried to use pins and they didn't really go in the fabric as well as I would have liked in the even weave. So maybe I was using the wrong pins. I don't know. But he got me this and he'd already got it before I started using pins and stopped using pins. Sorry, Michelle, I know I'll be making you yawn. But yeah, I just thought it was really cute. So it's my new FlossTube mascot and he'll keep me company. He's called Larry. Larry the llama. Indeed. Yes. So, let's talk about Sheffield, shall we? I will get into the magazines at some point. If you want to skip this, there is chapters below and you can just pick and choose where you want to go. So we went to Sheffield and we've been to a few cities. We've been to York, we've been to Newcastle, which is our local city, and we've been to Manchester, which I really enjoyed. Sheffield is not in that category. They've got the Crucible there, the snooker, and you would have thought it would be a really nice city. And Graham said apparently it has been the city of culture at some point. I don't see it personally. It's very dated. Like, a lot of the shops look like rejects from like the 70s and 80s. Have never been like refurbed to look nice. They all look a bit grotty. There was a lot of pavement works and road works going on, which was just, it didn't really give that good a look to the city. I know they can't help that. It's got to be done. And there's like a lot of like, it was I felt very unsafe in Sheffield. No offence to anybody who lives in Sheffield. It just, I don't know. There was a lot of people just sat outside shops. I don't know if they were genuinely homeless or just trying to get money. A lot of people who looked like they were suffering like from alcohol addictions or drug addictions. We felt very unsafe. Both of us felt very unsafe. We don't go to big cities. I didn't really feel unsafe in Manchester, and that's a very big city, very bustling city. It just, I don't know, just didn't feel right. But the gig was amazing. The gig was really, really good. The Gaslight Anthem were amazing. I thought they were going to play more of the new album from History Books. They actually only played 4 songs. Positive Charge, Michigan 1975, The Weatherman. They did do another one, I'm sure. Spider Bites. But the rest was primarily older stuff, which I haven't listened to, unfortunately. It's same happened at City and Colour. He didn't play as much from the new album, which is the album that I know. He played a lot from the albums previously, which is just... Why? I can only sing along to 4 songs. They didn't even do, like, History Books, which is the title track of the album. They didn't do Little Fires, which is an absolute banger of a track. Sorry, Graham. But, like, it was a really good atmosphere. It was packed. It was packed to the gills. It was hot. We've been to 2 gigs now. 3. One was seated, Bonavia, and that was great because it was seated and it was Manchester EO. Is it the EO Arena? I think it was the EO Arena. And it was seated, so it was fine. But the City in Colour and the Gaslight Anthem was standing only. and like you had to get in soon to get a seat, and people like were like going straight in. They must have been queuing for hours just to get in to get to the front. Why? But like people get in your way, and if you leave even an inch of space, they'll try and come and push in, and it's like, mate, we've been stood here for an hour because you want to have a decent enough view. I'm quite small, so I need a good view. And then people just come in last minute and try and push through. And there was people who were vaping in the crowd. Why is that a thing now? Why is that a thing? I don't agree with that at all. And it was hot. It was so hot. They seem to have no ventilation in these places, and it's just absolutely, it's red hot. I kept saying to myself, I'm going to have to go and get a drink, We only had one small bottle of water. We should have brought two, one each really. And it was just taking small sips to make sure we were okay. But then all of a sudden it was finished and I managed to get through. But I was like so hot at one point and getting a bit panicky with like how many people were here and stuff. But it was really, really good. It was such a good gig. It didn't finish till like 11, which was just madness. So then we went home and I went to get a Frosty because there's a Wendy's in Sheffield, and I heard these Frosties are really good. And it was like 11:15, and they shut at like 12. And he's like, oh, I've just cleaned the machine. I was like, what, you shut at 11:15? I didn't say the same, but I was like, yeah, well, you shut at 11:15? So I just went next door and got a McFlurry instead. And then the next day I got me Frosty. I really liked it, actually. It was really nice. I'm not, like, I don't really mind, to be fair. We always used to clean stuff down and stuff. It's how you do it. The place we stayed was really nice. It was like it was called the Three Cranes, and we are big Frasier fans, if you don't already know. And obviously there's a joke on Frasier, how many cranes does it take to lift Daphne at one point, and there's three, Niles, Frasier and Marty. And that's why we stayed there. Yeah, not gonna lie, that's why we picked it. It's called the Three Cranes. We love Frasier, so we're like, right, fine. And it was self-contained apartments. It had like a downstairs and an upstairs. It was really, really nice. The only thing, and I tell you, this bugs the life out of me, we like to sleep in total darkness. We're like vampires. It has to be totally dark. And it wasn't. Nowhere we stay has good blackout blinds at all. So like we were waking up like as the sun was coming up. It was an absolute nightmare. Don't recommend it at all. But overall, I wouldn't go back to Sheffield, but it was interesting. Like we were walking to the gig, and we went to Zzz's for some food, which was lovely. It was a really nice restaurant. And there was a man sat on the pavement, just in the middle of the pavement. I don't know what he was doing. He was okay, by the way. We did make sure he was okay. Like, we didn't need an ambulance or anything. But, like, he was just sat in the middle of the pavement. It was just like, what? What? It's a very student-y city. I didn't know the Sheffield University was such a big one. You know, you always hear of Durham, Oxford, Cambridge, and the like. But there's a lot of students in the city. There's a university, like, right outside the train station. So we went to the gig on Thursday. On Friday, we went to see June 2, which was really, really good. We had the cinema and telly to ourselves. That was the best part of the trip, I am not going to lie. The cinema trip. We go to the cinema quite often, and that has never happened. I've seen other people have it. Other people have had it. But it's never happened. But it happened. And it was amazing. It was lovely to just sit and not have to have anybody on the phones or just being annoying and having to go out to the toilet all the time. I don't mind, by the way. I sometimes have to go to the toilet myself. I think I did, in fact, because June was so long. But, like, some people go a little bit too excessively. Or, like, if they're talking. We went to see... Oh, what was it? The Zac Efron film a little while ago. Gosh, The Iron Claw. And there was this couple. These two, they weren't a couple, they weren't together. It was a son and dad, a dad and son, I think. And they were yammering away the whole film. And they actually ended up on the bus home with us. I was like, oh my god. I felt like saying something here and like, mate, if you're going to go to the cinema, shut up. Shut up. Because we could hear them. But granted, we go to the Odeon Lux and the seats are really far away. They're nicely spaced out. He was right down the front and we could hear him because his voice was carrying. I was like, shut up. Just be quiet. So yeah, that was a highlight. And then we came home on the Saturday. We went to Spoons for breakfast. Love Spoons. Then we went to the Winter Gardens for a little look. It was really nice in there because that's where they film all the Crucible, like the studio for the Crucible. When it's at like Hazel and that in the studio, like that's where they present it. They have a big snooker table there. And then we went and got the train home. We went to get the 12:30 train. So we originally booked for 2:30. We were like, we want to get out of this city. We want to go home. Country bumpkins. We don't even live in the country, to be fair. So we were like, we'll go for this 12:30 train. So we goes down to the train on the platform, and there was literally like 150 people waiting. There was like an entire crew from Bob the Builder, like these teens, 20-somethings, all dressed up in workman's vests and stuff. Clearly going up to like Leeds or Newcastle or something. So the train comes in and it's 4 carriages and one's first class, and they were refusing. They were like, you can't get in first class. Like, alright, your train's rammed, but you won't let us in. Okay. So we saw them all trying to get on. We were just like, we just could wait for the next one. So we left it because I was like, I'm not getting on this train with these people. They all look like they want to have a party and I just want to go home. I just want to go home. So we waited for the next one, and then we got home and there was no bother. But unfortunately, Graham brought a souvenir. An illness. So we both felt a bit rough on the Sunday after we'd come back. But I think it was maybe just tiredness or something. Or maybe it was something and we just fought it off. And then we were both fine on the Monday. And then Graham came out with this sore ear. And it's blocked. And he's got a cold as well. And he's just been ill pretty much since like Tuesday, Wednesday. And the ear hasn't let up at all. I don't know if it's an ear infection that's caused the cold, or it's the cold that's caused the ear infection. I don't know. But I'm going to have to get my doctor's appointment, I think. He's not very well. He's been feeling so poor. We haven't been able to go out for a walk. We haven't really had the weekend we would normally have, having a long weekend. We've still had a nice weekend. We've been together, so it's not a problem. But he just feels so poor all the time. And it's just, you know, it alleviates for a little bit. And then, you know, he's dosed up on ibuprofen and paracetamol. It's just... I've been fine. I've been absolutely fine. I went to my mum's yesterday to see her for Easter because we haven't seen her for a while. So I took her some flowers because it was her and my dad's 8th wedding anniversary yesterday. My dad's no longer with us, but I just took her some flowers anyway. Yeah. But I feel fine. I'm fit as a fiddle. And thankfully I haven't caught anything from being around him all of the time, 24/7. Fingers crossed. So yeah, there's me, caught you up on life. I think that's everything. It's my birthday soon. It's my birthday soon. I'm getting a pretty epic couple of presents actually. I'm not going to tell you. I already know, but I'm not going to tell you because my birthday haul will be amazing. So, yeah. Stay tuned for that. That'll be on the whip parade, obviously. Oh, so... tired. Let's get into the actual cross-stitch content, shall we? I know, don't really talk about cross-stitch too much, do I? 20 minutes just waffling about all sorts. Just like catch you up on our trip. It was a good trip. I wouldn't go back to Sheffield. I didn't feel great in Sheffield. I didn't feel safe. But there were some highlights. There were some highlights. I like that we didn't go on them, but I like that they have trams there. I loved the trams in Manchester. I don't know why there aren't more trams. It should be a method of transport. It should be widely used as a method of transport. But yeah. Oh my godly head. Sort your life out. So, it's cross-stitcher time. Let's get into it. This is issue 408, May of 2024. And here is the front cover. Got some nice ones on the back actually from Heritage Crafts. I do quite like them. They're quite cute. So here is that. The free gift this time. I'm afraid to say the birds are back. The birds are back in town. They're back. So the blue tit is back and he has a couple of friends. A robin and I don't even know what the other one is, to be honest. I'm not a bird. I'm not very good with birds. Did Graham say it was a cardinal? That's clearly a blue tit, right? Yep. That is clearly a robin. I don't know what that is. Do you get cardinals in the UK? The only cardinals I know is the baseball team, to be fair. I don't know. Somebody more avian related will probably tell me. What is with the birds? I'm thinking about starting naming me Floss Tubes just with something ridiculous that I come out with during these videos. And this one would be called The Birds Are Back in Town. And I might just actually do that. Because why not? Does it tell me? I don't like when it doesn't tell you. But it doesn't. So, my God, by the time this goes up, the next issue will be already due out. It's on the sale the 16th of April. The next kit is a Raining Cats and Dogs. I like that they've done that. It's more inclusive when they include cats and dogs. Try telling Summer you're not going to give her a free gift. I will say, by the way, I had to run this last week, the 2 week prior video, through a program because I had to join the two together, if you remember. It was a space issue, by the way. Graham's fiddled with the settings, so I get about 3 hours now, which I'm not going to film for 3 hours, but good to know. And it actually condensed the size of the film to like 10% of the size. Yeah, because it's usually like 100 gig, and this was like 10 gig, but it kept the quality. You can still see me in 4K. You can still see me in all of my glory. Hiya. So what I'm going to do is run it through that program each time, and what that means is I'm still not going to edit. I ain't editing. No. I don't think so, Tim. But I am going to see if I can make a fancy beginning, intro, and outro for the beginning and the end of the video. If anybody has any tips on how to do that, because I don't know how, please tell me. But I would quite like to have a nice little fancy entrance music and outro music. So if anybody wants to help me, please. I don't know how to do it. I do not know how to do it. I would really appreciate the help. So, in the out there page this month is Heritage Crafts. I've never tried a Heritage Crafts design, you know, but they're really cute, so I think I might have to. I really like that one, actually. They look so cute. So these are some fab new kits. There's 4 perfectly porcine designs. I don't know what that means. Does it mean piggy? I think it means piggy. Hogs and Kisses, Higgledy Piggledy, Hogwash, and Pigs Might Fly. Oh my God, I love that. The pigs are actually flying. Hello! That is one of my favourite sayings. Pigs might fly. Graham says you might be more like sane than normal. I'm like, yeah, pigs might fly. I like that. They are promoting the Caterpillar Cross Stitch event. Just, you know, £200 a ticket if you want to go. Not only that, it's not just £200 a ticket. Oh, Leslie, you're going to rant. It's £200 a ticket for entry into the room. You then have to pay on top your hotel, food. They'll give you snacks and tea. So you have to pay for your food, your hotel, and then obviously it's in Birmingham. I'm in Durham, so you'd have to pay for your train down. So all in £600, I would have thought, roughly, and that doesn't even account what you buy there when you're there. I can't believe how expensive it is. I don't think I've ever seen a retreat cost that much before. I just... It's okay. It's okay, Leah. You don't have to go. I probably wouldn't go even if I won tickets or was offered the chance to go. I probably personally wouldn't. As I've said before, I'd rather do one with my FlossTube friends, with Julie, Peachy Stitcher, with Kat from Catkin and Lily, with Stephanie and Alison from Cross Stitch to the Lobe, with Katie from Peacock Stitcher, with Julie from Julie and Stitchers, from Tan from Monogamous Cross Stitcher, from Jen from Wolf Down Rabbit Hole. I'd rather meet them. I don't have any massive need to go and stitch with people. If I want to stitch, I'll just say, Graham, look, let's have a cross stitch weekend at home. I don't need to go out to do that. But I'd like to meet my friends from FlossTube. For sure, I would like to meet my friends from FlossTube. So, small rant over. Here is the May calendar design from Emma Congdon, and it's got a nice daisy, and then is it Picnic, Sunshine, and Lilac? It is. Do you know what? I'm trying to read it on here, and I've actually got it on the back side here. If I had brains, by God, I'll be dangerous. They're very simple. I think they look really nice. A very nice, quick project without having to put too much effort into it. And there's the designs so far, if you want to just catch a look at them. Very simple and effective. I don't know why they didn't make it a little bit more complicated, a little bit more, you know, tricky, but never mind. Next up is probably one of my favourite designs. It's a bit chaotic, but I do quite like it. So it's called A Taste of the Country. You actually buy a project pack for £37.15, which isn't too bad. It's clearly full coverage, so I'll just zoom in and then just slowly go up. I really like that. It is designed by Maria Diaz. I should have known because it is vaguely, like I say, chaotic and minimal backstitch. Do you know what I like actually about this? Look at the shadows on the items. I think that's really, really clever actually. I really like that. Does it have a I wish when they are putting on here, they would do a stitch count. They would say how many stitches it actually is. I mean, I could tell you it is 175 down by 111 along. So you could probably times that by each other to get it. But like, why not just put a stitch count on there just for easiness of like knowing it? It's big. It looks like it says it takes 86 hours. Whew. I don't know how they track that, to be honest. I know some people have stitch counters that they put on the finger and then they mark it. I would forget. I think the only time I count stitches is if it's on the tablet and it's counting it for me. I ain't going to be fiddling about pressing something to find out. If you do, that's absolutely fine. You do you. But A, I would forget. B, it would take away actual stitching time to actually, you know, go and press the button. And I'm not that bothered. Sometimes I'd like to know, you know, but I don't care enough to do it. I kind of feel like if you're counting your stitches, for me anyway, personally, it almost becomes where you're trying to like prove that you're a fast stitcher, or you're trying to prove that you do X amount of stitches, or like it becomes a bit chore-like. It's why I don't have a set routine for what I stitch and when I stitch. You know, I was keeping up with the historical sampler company, Sal, but I've actually left that this week because I've had me round robin to do, and I was actually working on the No Time Like the Present Sal as well. So, like, I don't feel bad if I don't get to a project. I'll get to it when I get to it. But, like, I don't need... If I was to, like, write down... I know Kat from Cat and Lily has, like, a set kind of routine for which one she likes to stitch and when, which absolutely works for her. But for me, it would have the opposite effect, and I'd be like, I don't want to stitch on that. No, get away from me. I don't want to stitch on that. I would honestly be that pathetic, to be fair. If you write down what you want to stitch, no. The closest I get is me mermaid on a Sunday. I won't be doing it today, I'll be doing it tomorrow because it's bank holiday Monday. But I'll be doing something else today. I think probably my princess birthday Sal, because I've been putting a good few hours into that recently. But like, if I was to put down on Monday I'll stitch this, Tuesday I'll stitch this, Wednesday I'd just be like, no, I don't want to. No, you can't make me. Even though it's me trying to make me do it. Leah Logic. It's Leah Logic. So, here's the next set of designs. I think these are really cute. I love this one in particular. And there's the two bottom ones. I just let the camera focus on it. So, be the sunshine, take care of yourself, take a moment and breathe. Yes, you can. So, happy and healthy. So, they're like well-wish cards. And designed by Doreen Jones, of course they are. I quite like these. It's almost like a little bit of a new style for Doreen. I think they're really cute, actually. Yeah, I really quite like them. Like I say, I don't really stitch a lot of cards. I wish I had the time to do that, but I don't. Next up, I am not a big fan of this one. I'm curious to see what you all think. Is this design by Emma Congdon. It's called Love Blooms. I think it says my heart is in the garden. My heart is in my garden. My heart is in the garden. Yeah. I don't love it. It actually looks better on the camera than it does in the picture. I don't like the colour. I don't like stitching white. For some reason, I don't know if it's just me, when I stitch white, it never sits right. It never looks right. It always looks a bit dodgy. So I don't like the colour of it. I also don't like the monochromaticness of it. Is that the right word? Where it's only one colour? I think it is. Somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. I'm fine with that. But, like, there's not a mad amount of definition, so it's kind of hard to see everything. I feel like you could actually do with some colour to make it better. That's just me personally. That's just my personal opinion, though. Oh, it actually does. It's hard. It's really hard to tell. Oh, got an itchy shoulder. Oh. There actually is some highlight to it as well. Actually, I apologise. Just around there and on the words and stuff. But I still don't like it. Still don't like it. I think it would probably look nicer in person, and you could probably do it like where you did it a different colour if you wanted to. It's actually done in a crew, not white. I tend to, if I have to stitch white, I tend to use B5200. It's brighter. I prefer it. It's easier to stitch with. But don't love it. Don't love it. Next up, we have this alien invasion design. This will probably be customizable, so you can put anybody's name in. You can obviously do it in brighter, more prominently, like, pastel colours if you wanted to maybe do it for a girl. I'm not saying girls need to have pastel colours, but I'm just saying it's a very dark design. If you wanted to brighten it up, you can. So that's designed by Jenny Barton. It's quite cute. I don't know any kids that I would probably stitch it for, to be fair. I don't know many children. Just Artie next door. Not a big child fan. In case you didn't know, I don't have any kids. Next up, we have this. I really quite like this, actually. This little sampler for, like, a baby being born. I like the colours of this one. I think the colours really complement each other nicely. It's nice colour scheme without being either too girly or too boy-y. I know traditionally that's not a thing now, but it still is. It's all I'm saying. So this was designed, I would have said that, Doreen Jones, of course it is. It would take 12 hours. I do really like that. I do like that. It's very cute. I've got a bit of a sniffle. I really hope I'm not ill. I'm just seeing what people have actually sent. Oh, here's part 2 of the one, if you remember from last time. We had the dog last time, and now we have the cat. It's very striking. I love the colours in it, don't get me wrong, I really do. It is very, very striking. Designed by Jane Prutton. I was trying to guess, and I guessed wrong. So there's the two together. So there's the cat. And there's the dog, the little Yorkshire Terrier type dog. Obviously, you know, cats all generally look alike. I know that sometimes they're a different colour, or sometimes maybe they're bald. Weird. And maybe they look slightly different, but like, you look at a cat and it's a cat. When you look at a dog and it's like a different kind of dog. So Summer doesn't look like Duna. Summer's a Sprocker and Duna's a Golden Retriever. She's 13 now, by the way. She's our gorgeous little Duna. Bless her. The letter library this month is perfume bottles. Just bring it out slightly. They're quite sweet. Probably a bit too girly for me, to be honest. I'm not a massive girly girl, to be honest. They're quite nice though. I don't understand perfume bottles. Like, we watch a lot of Bargain Hunt, And I know you can get those like decorative perfume bottles that you decant your perfume in, but like I kind of don't get it. I just don't like the idea of having to put something into something else. It just defeats the purpose a little bit. But they're nice. I do like them. I really love enamel as well, like the coloured enamel they have on Bargain Hunt. It is my dream to go on Bargain Hunt with Graham. It is one of my bucket list items to go on Bargain Hunt. And I wouldn't put on the bucket list to get golden gavels because you can only go on once. And if you don't get a golden gavel, you don't get it. But I would like to go on Bargain Hunt and I would like to get the golden gavels. That's the dream. I don't dream about winning the lottery. I mean, I do. It would be nice, but I don't play the lottery. So, you know, my dream is to go on Bargain Hunt. Buy cheap, buy nice. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. So here is what looks like a sponsored post. We discussed this in the last one from World of Cross Stitching. So it's these pocket people. And there's a woman and there's a man. They're quite cute actually. And they're from the book My Cross Stitch Doll. And it's fun and easy patterns for over 20 cross stitch dolls. By Susan Bates. And does it tell you how to actually make them? Yes. It tells you how to actually make them. They're really cute. I really quite like them. I think they'd be a really good idea for when we get married. To maybe like go on top of the cake. I can't wait to pick the cake. Graham wants a quiche. So Graham is not massively, he doesn't have a sweet tooth like me. And so for his birthday, he gets a birthday quiche. We get him one of the Tesco Finest quiches and I put candles in it. It was a whole thing last year. So when we were talking about the wedding, I was like, I can't wait to start tasting cake and deciding on cake. It won't be a boring cake. It won't be covered in fondant. It'll be a nice, exciting cake that I'm going to really enjoy. And Graham wants a quiche. So Graham will have a quiche. We'll have a wedding cake, and we'll have a wedding quiche, and we'll both be happy. I don't like quiche, he doesn't like cake. There's a perfect compromise. But I think it would be nice to do them, to actually go on the top. So I might have to get that book, or just keep this magazine, and just try and do us, like, in our, like, finery. We'll see. I'll keep you updated on the wedding and what I'm doing for it. So next up is this Create a Classic. I quite like that. Again, it's another full coverage piece. It's quite sweet. I'm not starting anything else anytime soon, to be honest. I have a lot going on at the moment. Accidental Taylor Swift reference there. Oh, hers is not a lot going on at the moment. I'll show you it again, because I put it in again. Why not? Yeah, I like that. Designed by Amanda Butler. It will take 108 hours. I'm very surprised. I thought it would take like double that, to be quite honest. There's backstitching, blending. I've never done blending before. French knots for texture. People have always... Another thing on the Facebook groups where they're like, what does this mean? Where it has two colours. What do you think it means? It's blending. But yeah, I've never actually done any blending. I've used variegated, but I've never actually done blending with two separate strands of colours. The Ready Set Stitch Challenge are these nice little hearts. I don't really know what they are. A summary hanger with a heart shape. There you go. Now you know. Yeah, quite sweet. Oh, and then we have the next part of the mandala. Stitch along the mindfulness mandala. Let your light shine bright. Bizarrely enough, they haven't got a finished version of that. They've just got like that lady's hands again. If anybody wanted to take pictures of my hands, I keep my nails nice and short. I tried to have fake ones on, it didn't work. I didn't really like it. Didn't help me stitch. My hands are not very good. They're not good, like, I don't know, they're quite sausagey. And then that's it. There's more people coming. I mean, now the people are taking over. First it was the birds, now it's the people. Next it'll be the AIs. We watched the new Mission Impossible on Friday, Good Friday. Terrifying. Really, really good. Really, really good. But also very terrifying. It's about AI becoming self-aware and deciding it wants to do its own thing. Utterly terrifying. I'll just show you these on the back because I was talking about them as well, by the way. So these are some heritage crafts designs. I've never done a heritage craft, so if you have, let me know if they're good to stitch, if they're nice to stitch. I think they're really nice. They do, like, they're almost a bit like Bothy Threads. They do a wide range of designers. I love these piggy ones. I love this one. Moonlit Bear. I love them little foxies. I just love them. I think they're really nice. So that was Cross Stitcher, issue 408, May 2024. Now I said to Graham, it'll probably only be an hour this one. I've been going 45 minutes. Whoops. I had a lot to get through, to be honest. I had a lot to update you on. I haven't even told you about Animal Crossing yet. Now, I took stitching with me to Sheffield, but I knew I wasn't going to stitch on the train. It was primarily when we were at the house. And so I was like, should I take a book? I was like, no, I don't really want to start a book. Oh, he's gone out. Just neighbours across the way. I don't really want to start a book because I don't want to get stuck where I don't finish it because I don't get a lot of time for reading. So I was like, right, okay, tell you what. I've been playing Animal Crossing. I restarted my island. I've been playing Animal Crossing for years. It's New Horizons now on the Switch. And I restarted my island on the 31st of December 2023, just in time for the new year, because I wanted to just do it again. I've got the big hardback guidebook that you can get. I got that for Christmas off Graham. So I'm like following that, trying to like complete everything. So I was like, right, I'll take the Animal Crossing. That's fine, I'll do that on the train. I love it. If you play Animal Crossing, let me know and I'll add you as a friend. I've just got the Nintendo Online so I can go and visit. I'd love to go to people's islands just to fish and catch bugs and shop and all that good stuff. So if you play it, let me know. Let's be buddies. You can let me know below. You can send me an Instagram DM at Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. So yeah, please do. So, the world of cross stitching. Issue 345, May 2024. And here it is in all of its glory. The free gift is this bookmark kit. I really like this actually. I'm probably going to do this one. Time for tea and a book. Time for a cup of tea and a good book. Apologies. I will definitely do this. Designed by Emma Congdon, of course, if you couldn't already tell from the writing. I really like that. Really, really like it. I'd like a personalised, like a cross-stitchy bookmark that I can use for when I do get a chance to read. Paige Toon has a new book out. My mum's going to get me it for my birthday. She's a good egg. Callie Taylor has one out. C.L. Taylor. It's a new thriller. I can't wait to read that one as well. And I read Katie Brent's debut last year. Can't remember its name. How to Kill a Man and Get Away with It? Something like that. I really loved it. I got my friend Casey to read it as well, and she really enjoyed it. I don't think she finished it, but she enjoyed what she read. But it was really, really good. She got a second one out. The Murder After the Night Before, I think it's called. And I'm going to pick that up soon because I really want to read it. So yeah. Don't ask me how I have time for all of these hobbies. I also like to play video games, like on the PlayStation as well. So, here is Flossie. No, it's Lizzie Mouse. I always go for Flossie first and it's never Flossie. So it's Lizzie Mouse and it's like, she's like dancing around a maypole. I love this series. I think it's so cute. Just a free gift. And then the cover kit is this flower fairy design illustrated by Cicely Mary Barker, and it's exclusive to the world of cross stitching. I really quite like this actually. I'm not a huge fan of designs like this normally, but I do really, really like it. Can you see it okay? Yeah. I really, really like it. I think it's very sweet. I think you could easily change the colours up if you want to, but I like the colours as they are. I think it's very, very delicate. Entirely unlike me. A lot of colours. Oh, like at least 20 to 25 colours, I would say. But it's very sweet. I do really like it. And they have featured them before. And you can get a project pack from Lakeside Needlecraft. They're so good, Lakeside. Next up is this. Oh, what is it? It's an eagle. They've actually told us this time. Again, the birds are taking over. Have you seen The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock? The film. It's terrifying. It's like the birds are coming to take over. You don't need to be worried about AI. AI, pff, who cares about the robots? It's the birds you need to be worried about, I'm telling you. Here is this eagle. This is just majestic. It is majestic. I do like this. It's cute. I probably wouldn't stitch this. It's full coverage, but it's like a statement piece. It's designed by Amanda Butler. I really quite like it. It is very, like, you see it and you stop and you're like, wow. Oh, I didn't realise the frame is actually stitched as well. That is even cleverer. I really, really like that. By the way, I like to think of myself as a bit of a word nerd, but I do also like to use words that just don't exist. Graham, I use the word tucking a lot. It's not a word. It should either be taken or took. But I like tucking. I don't know, I like saying it. Again, advertisements. I don't know what this has to do with stitching. They are doing, by the way, I don't know when this ends. Let me see if it says. Offer ends 30th of April. So if you sign up for a subscription, you will get a Rendale design when you subscribe. And this is actually a Bothy Threads Rendale, not a World of Cross Stitching Rendale, because they both do them. So that's quite good. I mean, I should get both if you ask me, but never mind. Next up is this Just Hitch design by Sherelle Brown. Now, you don't get a lot of wedding related cross stitches, which is very annoying. I have been trying to find something so I can do invitations for our wedding, and it's been an absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I quite like that. I think it's sweet, and you can obviously just change the skin tones of the people to represent you or me. But I quite like that. Oh, look. You can message Jenny Barton and she'll make things. So I'll cover the actual chart up. But she's designed, oh dear, there we go, a Cornish pasty. I'm living for the fact that somebody wrote in to request a Cornish pasty. Unbelievable. I mean, now I want a sausage roll, I'm not gonna lie. And then here is the stitch along, the stitchy themed one. So this is part 5. It's 2 fancy bobbins, which I quite like. Here is how the final design will look. Love it. I would like to do this stitch along. I won't get time to, but I would like to do it. And then we have this design library, which is Picnic Party. I think they're cute. I quite like the design libraries. I wish they would do a design library that was more focused on weddings and stuff. I'm yet to find one. Like, they've even done like an invitation here, like to come to a picnic. Why don't they do one for wedding invites? It's so frustrating. So frustrating. Now here's a better picture of that one actually. There. I might do something similar for our wedding invites, to be fair. That kind of works. Get a bit of gingham or fabric of some kind. and then put the stitch on along with like the words and stuff. That actually may have inspired me slightly. Yeah. They're designed by Jenny Barton. I just need to find some actual things that I can stitch for our wedding invites. It's a nightmare. Now, probably my favourite design this month in World of Cross Stitching. Look at that. It's the Phases of the Moon. It's called Over the Moon, designed by Maria Diaz. I love it for two reasons. Number one, we do love all things moon star related. We always howl at the moon when it's out. But I also love the whole donut feature, or the bagel feature, of how they've actually finished it with a hoop within a hoop. I may have to stitch this. And you could like do it like where you just do like one moon at a time and then move on. I think it looks fantastic. And what I would do, I probably wouldn't do it on that fabric. I'd probably get some hand-dyed fabric, very, very similar, but with a little bit more kind of, this is 28 count navy even weave. I'd get something that's a little bit more mottled, just to have a bit more of that night sky effect. And it does tell you how you can do the double hoop display. So if you're wanting it, go and get this issue. I'm just having a quick look just to see so I can tell you. So you got to paint one of the hoops. Fair enough. So you put the small hoop in the centre. And then put the bigger hoop on. And then you do some gluing as well. Oh, I'm not sure about that, to be honest. I'll have to read it properly. It's very, very clever. I really, really like it. But I'd have to, like, I don't know, try and figure out how the heck you do it. Next up is this very sweet butterfly design. I really like this. I think it's very cute. Butterfly Garden, it's called. Designed by Kyoko Maruoka. And she's a Japanese designer behind the Gira cross-stitch brand. I've never heard of that cross-stitch brand, to be fair, but I really like it. I thought it was, you know. It's that one from the last magazine. And this is the book that she's done for it. I really like the simple colours. They're very, very cute. I quite like the simplicity of the designs. There's 25 designs in it. It's called Cross Stitch Happy Days. 25 cross stitch designs featuring animals, flowers, weather and more. And you can turn it into coasters, cushions and baskets. Yeah, I really, really like that, to be fair. Now, here's another one that I actually really like. These are designed by Rona Norrie. And these are the Glorious Dancing Animals. They are so much fun. They're so much fun. I don't know how or why I would stitch them. I don't know why, but I just think they're really cute. I love that they're boogieing. I love that they've got the musical notes. I just think they're really good. Really clever. Now, let's just see what's featured in our Best Buys. Now, something tells me the fact that both magazines have featured them is that there's some kind of brand deal going on. So it's some kind of like sponsored kind of thing. They're also featuring the doll book. Again, I have a feeling it's kind of like, you know, sponsored. Little Dove Designs is also featured. She has a new stitch along going at the moment. I know Julie from Peachy Stitcher is doing it, so I can't wait to see her progress on that. And the 4 fab finds are all donut related. I absolutely love this donut needle minder. I love it. I love all of it, to be fair. The little stitching cat, the little donut, all the other donuts. But I love that Always Hungry donut because that is so me. That is so me. We've been watching Only Fools and Horses of an evening at the minute. We're watching Prison Break. That's our main TV show, which is amazing. Prison Break season 1, hands down one of the best shows ever. That's the only one I've seen. Maybe I've seen a bit of season 2. But I'm excited to watch it again because it was such a good show. But we're also watching Only Fools and Horses like on a Sunday because we have no Nuffle. It's okay. It's alright, I'll survive. It's only gonna come back in September. And we started with the 80s specials because I got them for Graham for Christmas. It came out on Blu-ray. I don't know why they haven't remastered the entire set. The entire all the specials, all of the episodes, and released a box set, because I think there's a certain generation. There's my generation, then there's Graham's generation because he's an old man, and then there's like me mum and dad's generation who would all buy it. I don't understand why they haven't done that. Anyway, we watched the 80s specials. Now we're on the 90s specials. We watched Fatal Extraction last night, and I think Graham said the next one is the Christmas trilogy where they dress up like Batman and Robin. I'm so excited. You've got to be... I don't know if you could watch it now. I don't know if kids watch it now would necessarily enjoy it. But it wasn't about the time, and like I grew up with it. My dad, we called him Del Boy. He loved Only Fools and Horses. I'm pretty sure he modelled himself off of Del Boy. And like, you just hear that theme tune, you just know it's like such a good show. I love it so much. So I'm very excited. I want to get something stitched Only Fools and Horses wise. But what led me onto it is I'm like Uncle Albert. There was one we watched the other night. What was it? The Jolly Boys Out, and I think it was. And they were on the bus to where they were going to Margate. And Uncle Albert was like, I haven't had me full sleep. And I haven't had anything to eat. And he was like grumpy, and Graham was like, that is so you. And I was like, that is so me. I am Uncle Albert. Graham's Del Boy. Anyway, this is Jenny van der Weel. Veal, I don't know if you pronounce it, whether it's a W or a V. The Power of Plants. I quite like it. It's cute. It's a very cute one, that one. Graham's big into his gardening. Like, he's got our garden, it looks lovely. He always feeds the birds. He's got some nice plants in the garden. He always like trims them and keeps them nice and gives them the water that they need. He's the gardener. We even grow at one point anyway, onion and garlic cold and flu relief. I better not tell Graham, otherwise he'll get onions. Ugh, I don't like onions. What was I saying? Graham's the gardener in our house. I don't have a green thumb. I could kill a cactus. Literally, like, I'm not even joking. I could. Next up are these letters. Ahoy! Ahoy, matey. During the war, if you know, you know. These are designed by Cheryl McKinnon, and it's just a letter library full of like treasury stuff, octopuses, piratey themed. I think they're really nice, actually. Just have a look at what the giveaway stuff is. Here is next month. There's going to be a Rendale. So this is not going to be a Bothy Threads one. So everybody who goes to Bothy Threads and says, oh, that's really exciting. Bothy Threads haven't done this. World of Cross Stitching have done this. I really like it because I love otters. We have a Smurf design. We have this design. I really like this one. I quite like this one. A blackwork turtle. I've never done blackwork before. I would like to at some point, but I feel like I get so lost off with it. It would just be an absolute disaster. I think that's it. And we have the cross stitch box advertisement again. Who's designed that? They put a random design here that looks very suspiciously like Caterpillar cross stitch, but I don't think it is. So I'll show you it. Caterpillar cross stitch do a very, very similar one like that, but I know it's not theirs because their sky isn't that colour. So don't know. They're not, they are listed, but it's a bit strange, to be honest. I don't know. I don't care enough. What do I care? I'm done! Just over an hour. Do you know, I wish it took longer. It takes me ages to go through cross stitcher, but the world of cross stitching, it says they have like 76 charts, which is more than cross stitcher, but like there's so many that are on one page and there's not a lot to talk about because they spend a lot of time nowadays advertising things and plugging things. I normally prefer world of cross stitching, but like they're getting very advertisement heavy, very heavy with like the sponsored posts. Like both magazines have featured them doll book, and the new Heritage Crafts set. Don't they realise so many people get both magazines, so they're going to see the exact same things within each magazine? No? Maybe not. Who knows? Anyway, that is me. I haven't really got a lot of cross-stitch content to share otherwise, to be honest. I've been cracking on, like I say, with a few of the whips that I've got. I'll be showing them off next time. It's always exciting. Oh, I love a good whip parade. Love a good whip parade. Graham's finished another one of his shops from the Chopping Mall. He's on to the penultimate one. Yeah, the second to last one, which is exciting. I can't believe it, actually. He's flown through it. Like, honestly, he's flown through it. We're going to be watching Velma and Louise. I think it's Velma and Louise? I don't know. It's Velma, right? Even though it's th. But you pronounce it as a v. That's what we're going to be watching this afternoon. Anyway, I'm going to be stitching on probably the Princess Birthday stitch along that I'm doing with Cross Stitch the Globe for Alison's birthday. I've done 2 days on that, so I did Friday on there and yesterday, so I'm making some good progress on it, so I kind of just want to carry on, and then I'll do the mermaid tomorrow when we have the full stitching day, which is exciting. We're probably going to have some stitching time tonight, to be fair, because Graham isn't feeling well, so he might not feel like watching anything else because he's watching a film now at the minute, Charlie Chaplin, Modern Times, I think it's called, is what he's watching at the moment. Then we're going to watch Velma and Louise. We've got Chinese takeaway to heat up for our tea, which is nice. Jackie treated us to an Easter Chinese, which was nice. And then we have tomorrow as well, Monday, Easter Monday. I'm going to have some Easter egg as well. I haven't had any lunch. It's 12:15. I'm going to go and clean the guinea pigs. And then I'm going to have some food. For anyone wondering about Cardi, very quickly before I go, she's not getting any better, so we thought it was getting better. We thought it was healing. We thought it was, you know, all good to go. But it's not. So I've got in touch with Vets for Pets because I don't think they've given us the right medications, to be completely honest. And I want to take her back, but I don't want to pay because I feel like I've already paid for what they gave me before and that wasn't the right thing. I feel like they misdiagnosed it. They didn't know what it was. And it definitively is Bumblefoot. So I kind of want them to take another look. I kind of want it to be somebody different to the one we saw last time because she didn't bother to say what she thought it was. And I don't really think offering surgery as the option was what the next viable option was. So I put in a general inquiry with them last week and I'm hoping to hear from them this week. If not, I'm going to ring them and raise a formal complaint because I feel like they mistreated her. Not like as in misdiagnosed what it was and give the wrong medication, not mistreated her as in they did things to her. I don't think they should have stuck that needle in her, I'll be honest. Thinking about it, they should have just saw, oh yeah, that's Bumblefoot, we're going to treat it. But it's only after like speaking to Julian Stitches, who was talking about Bumblefoot, and was given like ointments and stuff. We weren't given any of that, we weren't told any of that. So after doing some more research ourselves, we think it is definitively Bumblefoot. So, yeah, I'm going to be raising absolute chaos with the vets to try and get an answer and to try and get a scene and sort it out because it's not bothering her, but I don't want it to get any worse. So, happy days. Happy days. So, that's me. Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely fortnight. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time for FlossTube number 37, which is the age group. Is Graham 37? I'm 33, turned 34. He was born in 87, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Oh no, he's 36. This is his age, FlossTube now. He's 37 in May. I keep thinking he's 37 going 38, but he's not. He's 36 going 37. I make so many jokes about how old he is. Because he's older than me. Whoops. Yeah, this is his FlossTube now. So 2 weeks time will be a whip parade. It will be... So this is going up on the 3rd of April, I feel like. Then the next one will be on the 17th of April. And then the next one, 10, 20, 27... No, 20, 27. Will be the 31st of it. It'll be the 1st of May. Yeah, so we're off. So that'll be the magazines, and I'll be filming that, well, because we're off at the end of April and we're going to Whitley Bay for a couple of nights. But before we do, I will film a FlossTube because it'll have to go up the Wednesday before we go away anyway. Thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a big thumbs up. It helps YouTube to recommend me to other FlossTubers and, like, you know, be like, please go and watch her. She's amazing. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Like I say, I've gone past 600. I just need to hit that 1k mark so I can get some monies to support my habit. And please leave a comment. I reply to all my comments. I love getting comments. And if anybody can tell me how I can make a nice little intro and outro for my lovely videos, please tell me how, because I would like to do that. If you want to help me, I'll give you some money if anybody wants to help me do it. I would appreciate it because I want to make my videos look a little bit more professional. I'm still not going to edit them. That's never going to happen in a month of Sundays. Not in a million years. I don't have time to sit and edit them, to be fair. And it's not laziness. I just like to point and shoot and go. I don't say anything that needs editing out. I don't waffle on for endless amounts of time. Just, you know, the usual amount. So, yeah. You'll never get editing with me. Have a lovely couple of weeks, guys. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time for a whip parade. Let's discuss all the whips. I haven't bought a lot of cross-stitch stuff, to be honest, but maybe I'll have some bits to show. And I hope you're all keeping well and getting some good stitchy time. Bye.